right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, teaching this truth of the folk on the earth and showing the city, man. It's just a quick lesson, man. Basically, it's going into the reward. Hey, hey, the Israelites shall give a reward, and one of the rewards that the Lord is going to give them, ultimately, is salvation, but also to get to get our revenge, man. Because the Lord is about revenge, especially when you come against His people, especially when you touch the apple of his eye, man. Hey, the Lord want his sons to get their revenge on the people, man. This let's just start with this. This is Sirach 25 verse 7. It said, "There be 9 things which I had judged in my heart to be happy, and attempt what I utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that lived to see the fall of his enemy," man. And that's what it is. The Lord is going to give us that pleasure and to see the fall of our enemies, and we are witnessing right now, man. Because Babylon is through. The more and more these terrorists get on this country with Donald Trump, man, the more and more you're going to see the society's slowing down. And you see that on a mass scale. Business is shutting down. We approaching this year the worst retail apocalypse ever, man. But people don't even pay attention, man. Because you know why? People is so docile. They living in a fairy tale. And with these things that's happening overseas, the beginning of World War III, man, it's the start, the intimate, man. Because it haven't started yet, but it's starting to be wrapped up with fire, man. It say that the Lord said it should be, if when I return, the fire be kindled already, man. And you starting to see that, man. With Japan, China just sent troops into Japan. Turkey ready to invade Syria, right? We starting to see war promote, but with war, hey, when war and then when the mark of the beast get implemented, then the war going to kick off, and that's when the Lord is going to come back and deliver His people, man, and put everyone that possess us into a slavery. This Lamentations. And this said the Bible, man. A lot of people don't read. Matter of fact, let's get the Revelation. Let's get vivid. Hey, because a lot of people don't read these in church. People think God is all love, but God is not, man. God is about hate too. It's a balance. This is Revelations 13:9, verse 9. It say, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leaveth into captivity shall go into captivity." Who led the people into captivity, man? Who led the Negroes, the Latinos, the Hispanics into captivity? And still in captivity to this day. We still oppressed. We still on the bottom. We still going through hellhole, man. So a group of people, a group of nation that led another nation into captivity shall go into captivity, man. That's plain, right? Let's keep going. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. So guess what? Hey, if you slaughter a group of nation, guess what? You're going to get slaughtered also, man. Also, man. Because, hey, the Lord is not playing. The Lord is about revenge. And we shall surely get that reward, man. Hey, we say, here's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. And that's what we're waiting for, man. To get our greatly revenge on all these other heathens that did this towards us, man. Because guess what? When you read Zechariah, they help floor our afflictions. Help, man. The Lord here said punish us, but He didn't say do all these, do the extras and cut off our rods and feed our kids the alligator bait. These things that you did on your pond yourself, man. Different things like pick a nigga. Where you think picnic came from, man? Look these things up. These people don't know. And that's just one account, man. It's several things, man. I'll be talking for days. They lynched us, man. hung us, man. And you telling me reparations that these devils, so-called, say they're gonna give back to us? It's what? We supposed? It's a slap in our face, man. Cause guess what? This what Exodus say, man. There ain't no reparations. Reparations is us putting you into slavery, man. And that says the Bible, man. This Exodus 21, verse 12. He that smite a man so that he die, he shall surely be put to death. If a man lie not and wait, Salakia. I could have kept reading. But let's jump down to 16. And say, he that stealeth a man and selleth him, and who sold us? Going back to Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. Selling a boy for a wine. Hey, they traded us off for different goods, man. We ain't gonna gotta get it, but look it up, man. Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. It say, and he that selleth a man and stealeth a man and sell him, and if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Are we still not in the hands of Esau, Edom, and all these other nations, man? Because all these other nations could have warned us, could have told us, but did they do? They kept selling us to make money off us, to come put hell upon us people, man. That's why when you read these Lamentations, which I'm going to get right now, hey, that cup shall surely be passed through, man. And that's what we waiting for, that reward of the Lord, man. Because guess what? The Lord, Yahweh Shai, want his revenge. You read that and we going to get that too, man. For all the ones that did that to the Lord, that's a heavy offense. Here we go. Lamentations 4, and let's start at 21. It say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. And Edom is talking about the Edomites, man, the ones that ruling the world right now, the Caucasians, the ones that got the money, they face over the money and got all the military might. Look it up, man. They own all the military might. Hey, when we back in slavery, if you look different things up, man. Hey, who owned the slave? Them boats and the ownership of the slave trade, man. It was Jewish, man. Jewish people, man. And who is Jewish people today? Man, Caucasians. Look them up from the Caucasus Mountains, man. They say that dwelt in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through into thee. And what's this cup? This cup of slavery, which we are drinking right now. Man. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He shall no more carry thee away in captives, and he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and will discover thy sins, man. Because guess what? And when you read in Nahum, the 1st chapter, I believe at the 9th verse, it say this affliction shall not rise again. So we're not going to go through this captivity no more. This is the last captivity that the Lord put upon us, man. The next kingdom of heaven is ruled in the children of God, the Prince of Power, man. Yasharallah. He Prince of Power, man. Starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, when he returns, he's putting everybody into slavery, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, the Edomites, and all you other nations, man, because of all the things that you have done to us. This Revelations 1, verse 7. It say, behold, he come with clouds, who? The Lord, Yahweh Shai, with them chariots, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, who? That killed them, that hung them, and beat them, and spit on them, all them, the Romans, man. The Lord is going to get his revenge, and all kindred of the earth shall wail before him, because of him, even so, amen. And that's what it is. They're going to be in a pitiful case, man. Hey, this is 2 Thessalonians 1, and let's start at 5, man. It say, which is a manifold, Salaki. Let's start at 4. It say, so that we ourselves glory in you in the church of Yahweh for your patience and your faith and all your persecution and tribulation that you endure. And that's what we glory in, man. Because guess what? We know these things shall come to pass, man. Right? We glory in all this because guess what? It's a, man, verse 5, which is a manifold temptation of the righteous judgment of Yahweh. Because hey, this thing that we're going through it's rightly so, man. Because we fucked up. But guess what? It's a flip side of this coin, man. Flip side of the coin. The other side of it, man, the ones that touch us, is hell to pay, man. Let's read. Keep reading, man. It say that ye might be count worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh for which you have suffered, man. Because these things that we going through is going to get us to the kingdom of heaven, man. And it say it bruised Yahweh, the Lord, pleased the Lord to bruise Yahweh Shai, man. How much more us? And we're not going to even go through near the things that the Lord went through. Verse 6. Seeing it's a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing with the Heavenly Father. That's just our reward. To get the payback on all our heathens, man. Let's get that, man. We can't wait to get that greatly reward, man. This Psalms 2. And let's start at 8. It said, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for their inheritance, and the othermost part of the earth for their possession. So everything that we want, everything that's yours, that you think is yours, is really ours. The world was given to our sakes. You read that in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, man. Verse 9. Thou shalt break thee with a rod of iron. That don't sound good pleasant, man. With a rod of iron. It say, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a pot of a vessel, man. And that's what's coming to you, people, man. Let's get into Revelations, man. Because, hey, you did it to our people. It's only right so. And we gonna get in Colossians 2. This Revelations 2. And Shalaki if I'm going too fast, but hey, I'm hot, man. Hey, man, we can't wait for these things, man. This Revelations 2. And let's start at 25. But that which as ye have already hold fast until I come, meaning his word, he that overcome and keep my word unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So the Lord is going to give us powers over all these other heathens, man. Power, man. Why they don't bring this up in church, man? Read it again. Verse 26. And he that overcome and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. That don't sound pleasant. It say, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of powder shall that be broken and shiver, and as receive of my Father, man. So guess what? The Lord is going to give us that dominion to get our reparations, man. The true reparations, man. This Colossus, and we're going to close it out with this, man. This Colossians 3 and 25, man. They say, but he that does it wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. And there is no respect of persons, man. And that's plain, man. So, with that, man, I hope this lesson was edified, man. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle of great millstone, our teachers. And salutations to the Akim teaching the truth of the folk on the earth and showing the city, man. And that reward is coming, man. With our salvation. That's our ultimate reward to get to the kingdom of heaven. But guess what? These other nations is going into slavery and into captivity, man. And that's what we really want also, man. Because it go hand in hand. So with that, I want to say shalom.